Hello student, this is Daknesar from Jagdamba Education Society, SND College of Engineering, Computer Engineering Department. Today, as all of you are aware, we can't able to gather together physically and conduct our academics. And that is the reason we have chosen the different ways so that our academic will not get stopped and whatever our curriculum is there, we will carry on with that. So first of all, I welcome you all in the final year of your course and first semester of your course. So in the first semester, we have the subject artificial intelligence and the robotics, and along with that, I am also handling your laboratory practice 1. So first of all, just we will go through the teaching marking scheme, course content, and then we will carry on with the actual content of the subject. Let's see here in the syllabus of artificial intelligence and the robotics. We have the credit of 3 for this subject. In SEM marks, 30 marks in SEM, and for the end semester we have the 70 marks. In this we have the 6 units with the equal weightage, and today we are going to start with the first unit, that is the introduction. So first 3 units specifically we are going to study about the artificial intelligence, and then next we have the natural language processing, the subfields or the what you can say related part of artificial intelligence. Then we have the robotics and some of the application of the robotics in practice. Okay, so related to this subject, we are also going to have the practicals, that is laboratory practice 1. Okay, in case of the laboratory practice 1, let's see the marking scheme and other details. So in case of LP1, we have the credit of 2, term mark of 50 marks, and the practical of 50 marks. Now laboratory practice 1 consists of the 3 subjects practicals, which is being divided into 3 groups, group A, B and C. And in the first group, we have the practicals related with the high performance computing. In that, we are going to see the practicals related with the parallel implementation, etc., etc. And here we have to use some new platform also. Okay, for example, OpenMP, MPI. This platform we are going to utilize to do the parallel implementation. Related with the language we are going to deal with the C, C++ and Java related with the your first group. Okay. Second group of practical is related with the artificial intelligence and the robotics. Here also we are going to see some new platform and the new language. Now here also we are going to implement some games, puzzle problems. Okay, and we are going to develop one expert system also. Now in case of this, the languages are same, C, C++, Java. One additional language that we are going to refer here, that is nothing but the Prolog. And using that Prolog language, we are going to develop the sample expert system. Okay. As well as we are going to see the chartboard program also. Chartboard program, developing the elementary chartboard for suggesting the investment, etc. Now here also we are going to utilize one new platform and the language, that is the AIML, artificial intelligence markup language, to develop this kind of experiment. Okay, so this is the group B, and your group C is related to the data analytics. Now here most of the new things we are going to learn, to implement the practicals of the data analytics, we are going to utilize R language and the R platform, as well as we are going to utilize the Hadoop platform also, which is new and the popular one for the purpose of data analysis. So R language and the R platform along with the Hadoop platform, these are some new things we are going to learn in the data analytics part. So whenever our practical session will start, we'll cover all these details. So this is just for your overview purpose. Okay. Now let's start with the contents. Now in the unit 1, we are going to see the basics of the artificial intelligence. These are the course content of the first unit: introduction, applications, and some uh, basic algorithms related with the artificial intelligence are there. So today we are just going to see the introductory part: definition, history of the artificial intelligence, and some applications of the artificial intelligence. Related to the LP1, I already told you some new platform, the languages that were utilized. These are languages C, C++, Java that already you are familiar. But new one are the R, Prolog, then the in case of the platform of the Hadoop, OpenMP, and the MPI, Open Multiprocessing and Message Passing Interface. These are the new platform that we are going to utilize in the practicals. Okay. Now let's move toward the artificial intelligence introduction subject. What does it actually mean? Now, if we start with the term, if I ask you what is the meaning of artificial, then you must be very well known. Artificial is nothing but the non-natural, which is not present naturally, which is being made by the human. That things are being considered as a artificial. Okay, that is the meaning of artificial. Now, if I ask you the meaning of the intelligence, now you can describe the intelligence in the various ways. Like intelligence can be considered as the intelligence of the ability to think, learn, act according to the situation and the environment. Okay, so it is a simple process of applying the knowledge. It can also be defined as the ability to adapt to the changes in the environment. Understood? So these things you can consider as intelligence. So those who are able to think and learn according to the situation and environment, that particular person or the human, you can say he is a intelligence one. Understood? There are also criteria which you can consider related to the intelligence. For example, what I have mentioned here, it can be also defined the ability to adapt to the changes in the environment. So, for example, if you take the example, suppose you are going outside and you are by observing at cloud, you can see there is a chances of the raining. So you can go outside by carrying the umbrella with you. Understood? And whenever the raining will start, instantly you open your umbrella, okay, to protect you from the rain. So that is nothing but the simple example of ability to adapt to the changes in the environment or ability to adapt according to the situation. Okay, I hope you have got that point. Also, intelligence can be described in another way: to respond to the situation very flexibly. That example for that you can take. Suppose you are going on the road and some bike or vehicle uh, comes near to you, and you think that the accident might happen, your accident might happen with that bike. So instantly you change your direction and go to the another direction to protect yourself. So this is nothing but to respond to the situation very flexibly. So that is also come under the point of the intelligence. Then to make sense out of the ambiguous or the contradictory messages. So if somebody able to do this, to making the sense out of the contradictory or the ambiguous messages, that person is being also considered as a intelligence. For example, if I give you the example, now this is the example. For example, like Raju gave bath to his dog wearing a pink shirt. Now this statement is the contradictory statement or the ambiguous statement. How? Read it again. Raju gave bath to his dog wearing pink shirt. Now here initially you cannot able to tell who is wearing the pink shirt, whether dog is wearing the pink shirt or Raju. But if you just use simple common sense, you can, the most chances are here Raju is wearing the pink shirt. Understood? So that is nothing but the meaning of this statement, to make sense out of the ambiguous or the contradictory messages. That also comes under the point of the intelligence. Then another thing, to recognize the relative importance of the different elements of situation. What? To recognize the relative importance of different elements of situation. Means suppose if I give the two situation, one situation is from tomorrow your final exams are going to start. That is the one situation. And another situation, today your favorite movie is going to be play on the TV channel. These are the two situation. Now, to which situation you will give the more importance? Definitely you will give the more importance to the first situation, that your exam will going to be start from the tomorrow, and so you will do study instead of watching the movies. So this is nothing but to recognize the relative importance of different elements of situation, which is being also considered as a point of the intelligence. Okay, so I hope you have got the clear concept of what is actually meaning by the artificial and what is actually mean by the intelligence. Understood? So now come to our definition of artificial intelligence. Now if you see the definition, the theory and the development of computer system able to perform the task normally requiring the human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and translation between the languages. Now if you see these, human intelligence such as the visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and the translation between the languages. Now human being can easily do this kind of activities. Like visual perception means by observing something, human being can easily tell what is that particular object is. Okay. As well as speech recognition means if I am speaking with you in English, you can easily understand what is the meaning of speech that I am speaking with you. What is the meaning of words that I am speaking with you? That is nothing but the speech recognition. Decision making, human being can easily make the decision between the different situation. And translation between the languages. If I am speaking with you in the English, you can easily translate it in the Marathi or the Hindi. Understood? So these are nothing but the task which is being normally performed by the human being. Now artificial intelligence is nothing but what? Development of machine. What? Development of computer system or the machine who can perform this task just like the human being. Understood? In short, here you can see development of the system able to perform human like activities, like behaving like a human, understanding like a human, thinking like a human, and learning like a human. So these are all the things being done by the human being. So developing the machine or computer system who can do all this kind of activity just like a human, that particular concept is nothing but called as the artificial intelligence. Okay, means what? If I tell you in the another language, Hindi language, हमको एक ऐसी मशीन बनाना है और we want to make some machine or computer system जो कि इंसान की तरह बिहेव कर सके, इंसान की तरह अंडरस्टैंडिंग कर सके, इंसान की तरह विचार कर सके, एंड इंसान की तरह लर्न कर सके. ओके, सो मेकिंग सच काइंड ऑफ मशीन who can do or who can react like the human being, that is called as the artificial intelligence. So why that machine is being referred as a why that machine will be come under the concept of the artificial intelligence, why that is not being considered as a natural intelligence? Because you know the machine is nothing until you put some what you can say the programming in that machine. Understood? So if you put some programming intelligence in that machine, that's why that being considered as what? or that being come under the category of what? That intelligence is become what? The artificial intelligence. Because with the machine, intelligence is not present, what you can say, just like it is being present with the human being naturally, it cannot be present with the machine naturally. Understood? And that's why that particular intelligence which is being put within a machine by the human being, so that machine can think, learn, understand like a human being, that's why that is being referred as what? The artificial intelligence. Okay, so I hope you have got the concept of what actually exactly mean by the artificial intelligence. Once again I repeat this: making the machine who can perform the human like activities, like behaving like human, understanding like human, thinking like human, and learning like a human being. So making that kind of system, and study of that system is nothing but called as what? The artificial intelligence. Here also I mentioned the same thing: theory and the development of computer system able to perform tasks normally requiring the human intelligence, visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and the translation between the language. We have to make the machine who can do the activities like the human being. That is nothing but the simply concept of artificial intelligence. That's it. Yes. Now let's see the history from where the working on this particular technique or technology, artificial intelligence, starts. Now, during the World War II, that is the period of 1939 to the 45, to break the German communication, the English mathematician, to break the German communication means what? To understand the German communication, the English mathematician, scientist, Sir Alan Turing, wrote a landmark paper. He wrote one research paper, and name of that research paper was what? Computing machinery and the intelligence. Okay. And in this paper, he put his idea. He put his idea by asking the question, can machine think? Just like the human being can think, he asked the question, can machine think? Understood? And to support his idea, he made one machine. Okay. And to prove whether machine can be intelligent like a human being, he made one machine that is being named with the Turing machine, and he asked one question to that machine. For example, he asked XYZ question to that machine and he got some answer. In the similar way, he asked that question to the human being and he gets some answer from the human being. Okay, he asked question to the two entities, one is the machine and one is the human being, and he get the two answer. He get the answer from machine also, he get the answer from human being also. Then he compare that two answer given by the machine and the human being, and from that he conclude whether the answer given by both of these entities are similar completely or partially similar or not completely similar. From that he concluded that as he get the answer partially similar, so he concluded that yes, machine can also think like a human being. Understood? And from that comparison of the answer, he started working on this particular point of this theory of how the can machine thinks. So he started working on that concept, which is then being further proceeded by John McCarthy. John McCarthy in the 1956. He also proposed his idea in workshop, and in that workshop he discovered the term, the study of artificial intelligence. Okay, so this is the some history, and then forward after that the various experiments started on the concept of artificial intelligence, and now you can see there are the huge application of artificial intelligence are present in the market, using which the number of things can be done easily, and also the future work is also will be future work also be carry on the this concept of the artificial intelligence. Okay, now I just want to make one point clear here. Just I told you ki human can think, understand, learn, etc., etc. Now how it become possible? First we'll think about the human being and then we'll try to apply that to the machine. A human can think understand, learn, etc., etc. Because human is having some source of what we can say. Human is having some source of learning along with him. Now, what is the source of learning for the human being from its childhood? So, source of learning for the human beings are nothing but their parents, teachers, the observations done by the human beings, the sense, the different sensors are available with the human beings like eyes, uh, ears, nose, like that kind of things. From this, he used to gather the different kind of information, and from that thing he learn, understand, and do the activity. So that is the things available with the human beings. Okay. Now think about the machine. So for machine, the source of learning is what? How the machine will learn. Okay. And here important point here is what? The source of learning for the machine is nothing but the data. Understood? So if data is available with the machine, then machine can compare that data, and after comparing that data, he can produce some valuable important patterns from that, and then only machine can learn from. Okay, so point of study is what? Machine, for the machine, the source of learning is the data. It compare the previously newly available data, and from that he creates some valuable patterns and then try to learn from that data by using that patterns, and then it gives us some kind of answer, or it performs some kind of activity. Understood? So related with this, we will going to see the examples also. So for machine, the source of learning is nothing but the data. Understood? Might be the new data, previously available data, etc., etc. So for that, along with the, now in order to make this concept of the artificial intelligence completely successful, so there is a need of different kind of another technologies, and one of that is nothing but the machine learning technology and the deep learning technology. Understood? These two important uh, techniques are need to be there in order to make the artificial intelligence completely successful. So if you ask me what is actually mean by the machine learning, the further part we are going to study that, just for your understanding purpose here. Machine learning. Now that term itself giving you the some kind of idea. Machine learning means machine learning, machine is learning itself. Understood? Itself in the sense, from the data itself machine is learning. Understood? Now to learn machine by itself, there is a different kind of machine learning algorithms are there that we are going to see. Okay, so with the help of various kind of machine learning algorithm, machine learns, and when the machine learns and act, then we can say that machine is nothing but what? Intelligent. And putting that kind of what we can say uh, knowledge within a machine by using some machine learning algorithms, and then that machine learning algorithm apply on the data, and then that machine become intelligence, then that thing is nothing but concept of what? The artificial intelligence. Knowledge is not already available with the machine, but we are using some machine learning algorithm, and we are making machine to capable to learn from the data. Okay, might be the new and the previous, and then machine learning from that, and then machine performing some activity, and that is the concept of what? The artificial intelligence. Okay, now next we are going to study the point of the important various application. From that you will get the clear idea also regarding the artificial intelligence and its related point, machine learning. Okay, so machine learning is simply what? Machine learning, these terms are completely related in the sense, artificial intelligence cannot be become successful until you take the help of the machine learning. So machine learning is considered to be the subfield of the artificial intelligence. Understood? So he, both of these term, artificial intelligence also the branch of computer science, as well as the machine learning is also the branch of computer science. Okay, both things are the related. Okay, so next we will study the application of artificial intelligence. Okay.